All right, guys, I'm about to be heading out to pick up 2 free CRTs that are local to me. One of them looks pretty damn interesting, and I'm excited to get it. I've never actually had one that was exactly like this. So here's a couple of pictures here online. There's a side picture. Again, these are both free. So on top, you can see there's a GE. We're not really too interested in that one. What we're interested in is this Panasonic Tau. You can see the mark up there. But what's really interesting about this to me is down here, you can see it says HD TV. So this is an HD CRT. I think I found the model number on Google. Not 100% positive, just kind of by looking by pictures that look similar to this. And it looks like, obviously, a 4x3 CRT, but it does 480p, 720p, and 1080i resolutions. So that's pretty cool. I've never had a 4x3 HD CRT before, and I know the Panasonic Taus are pretty high regarded, so I'm excited to get this and try it out. I'm hoping the door isn't broken. It's open in the picture, but it looks like the little latch is still here, so it looks like it would clip back up. And it looks like they're in a garage, so we'll see. They're supposed to work, and then here's the side of the LGE. It's kind of weird. It's like black wood grain. It's kind of strange. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this Panasonic Tau. Could be a keeper, who knows, but either way, let's get it and see if it works and if it's cool. All right, so I got them loaded up. The Panasonic wasn't insanely heavy. It's definitely heavy. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to hear me, so many cars passing. The door wasn't broke. The guy was super nice. He just said they upgraded to flat screens and no longer needed them. So obviously I'll show you more when we get to the house, but he did throw in a few extra things. For one, the remotes are there, which is huge. That helps a lot. And this little Pentium 3 Windows PC, it's so tiny, so that was pretty cool throw-in. But yeah, there's the TV. As I said before, the door clips into place nicely. So excited. Let's get it home and see if they work. Okay, I just got home and got the first one inside. It's not in terrible condition. Definitely a little dusty and a little bit of teeny bit of wear right here, but overall not in too bad a shape. It's got like black wood grain, which is pretty interesting. I can't say I've ever seen that before. It's a GE, and it's RF only, which I'll explain this weird setup here in a minute. There's the model number, so it's a 20-inch, and yeah, just RF on the back. So definitely nothing special, but this could definitely be enjoyed by somebody out there. As for all this weird stuff over here, if you guys have watched my videos before, I normally use a Super NES with the 240p test suite to test these TVs. But now I've switched to using a modded Wii with the 240p test suite on it. Mainly because it'll give me some more features and this multi-out cable that I have, which outputs composite, as you can see here, component, and S-video. So basically every input but RF, which is what this is an RF modulator. So this will convert to RF, or composite into RF, and it works pretty well. I'm gonna turn the Wii on right now. You can see a red light should appear here, which means that it is getting a video signal from the Wii. And the Wii version of the 240p test suite's also better for widescreen CRTs, which I do not get very often, but if I do, it'll be better for that. And yeah, just some more features and stuff like that. And I'd rather use Wii with a broken disk drive than a Super NES that I could sell and get some money for that. Enough about that. Let's see if the TV works. Here's something. Channel 24, interesting. So hopefully channel 3 is programmed in here. That's what I have the RF modulator set to. Oh, or maybe I have it on channel 4. Let's see. Yes, I do have it on channel 4. Let's put it to channel 3, just because that's what most people are going to be using. Okay. Right off the bat, doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to launch into the test suite here. Got sound, and all the colors are definitely working. So that's good. I've actually completely sold out of CRTs right now to sell locally, so it'll be nice to get some more to sell off. There's really none for sale around me either. So yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Try to show a close-up of Artemio here. He looks pretty clear. It's kind of interesting how he blinks in this version. Not used to that. But we'll do the grid, and all the menus are different too. If you guys have never used the Wii version of the 240p test suite, actually we're gonna use the Super NES, so it's not overscanned as much. So yeah, that really is pretty good. Definitely the brightness needs to be turned down a little bit. But yeah, this doesn't look horrible. Definitely nothing special, but definitely fully functional. I'll have to definitely adjust it a little bit. There's a grid scroll. There's the Sonic. It's kind of interesting how it's not flat in this. Yeah, it looks pretty good. But now let's get on to the TV that everyone's here to see. Real quick before I get on to the next one. I was looking at the buttons here and I was like, what does this video button do? Because there's obviously only one input, but as you can see, it just cycles between different picture adjustments. So that makes sense. And then the setups for programming channels and display just turns on and off the channel display. So yeah, nothing fancy at all, but again, someone will definitely be happy to get this TV for VHS or Atari or just some older school gaming. It's definitely got a lot of life left in it. Here we are, I got both TVs moved into the house. That thing's pretty damn heavy, it turns out. I figured I'd show the remote real quick too for the GE. Very basic, just on, off, channel up, down, very simplistic, I like it. But now we're on to the Tau. I plugged it in, I did not turn it on yet. I'm gonna remove this bubble wrap right now. Let's do that first, and hopefully I don't rip the paint off because it's just painted plastic. It does have some scratches up top. My guess is that he was moving this with a dolly, and that's why he did this. Okay, it's fine. Definitely gonna have to clean off some adhesive residue here. It's been on here for a while. Yeah, that'll be fun to clean. But here's the remote for it, closer look. See if there's corrosion. Hopefully not. That other remote actually didn't have any batteries in it. Oh, these are probably the original batteries. Let's see if we can get a date on these. The TV was from 2004. See, don't see a date, but these are probably original to the TV. I'm assuming they don't work anymore, but we'll try that first. So let's try to turn it on with the remote. Actually, before we do that, let's go around back. This TV is very boxy design. I actually kind of like it. It's very squared off, which I prefer. Here's the model number for all you guys, CT-27HL14J, so it's a 27-inch. The exact model I thought it was going to be. Again, completely flat in the back. There's like more typical CRT look, and this is very interesting. Kind of looks like a rear projection in the back. Here's our input board, RF component, which apparently goes up to 1080i. 3 composite inputs, composite out, and then S-video. We are going to use the component as that is the best input that we have. Oh yeah, one more thing that I will need to do, I almost forgot. I would have been very confused. Testing this on this multi-cable I have, you have to switch between AV, S-video, and component. So we'll go to component and hope for the best. I turn the Wii off, or actually it's still on. Turn it off just so we can take a look in the menus of the TV first, because these are pretty cool. So under the door, got our controls there. Very dusty. It's gonna need a good clean. And input 4, so there's actually 4 composites, and this door is not broken, which is huge. Try the remote, and cross our fingers. I'm assuming this is not gonna do anything. Nope. So batteries are dead, which is to be expected. Try the power button. It does have some little scrapes around the power button, which is kind of weird. Okay. Promising. Oh, interesting. It's on RF. I would not have expected that. That looks very... I can just tell already this is going to be pretty sharp just from looking at the snow here. It's going to look pretty good. Hopefully there's an input button. Yes, there is. So we can switch between our inputs, hopefully. Oh, component 1. There we go. So there's just... I thought I shut the Wii off, but I guess not. Here's a quick look. The other thing looks like we have some weird shakiness going on. You see that around his eyebrows? So I'm not sure what that's all about. We're still in 480i on the Wii, so that may be part of our issue. Let's power cycle this real quick. And I also have the Wii set to obviously, just like I said, an interlaced signal. And this would be better for progressive. So yeah, this screen looks fine. So let's set our Wii to 480p. Oh god, this is really loud. Yeah, this looks fine. I may have just needed a power cycle. So let's go into our Wii settings. Speakers sound pretty good just from hearing the menu music here. I still do see a little weirdness going around the text. It's not super noticeable. It may go away actually once we use it a bit. He said this has been in his garage for months and months and months. So resolution, 480p, confirm. And we should switch over. Yeah, that looks way better. That got rid of a lot. That got rid of all the artifacts. Wow, okay. Really interested to see how this looks. I'll have to try all the different inputs for sure, but definitely a good sign right now. Yeah, see, this looks really weird, but I think it's probably because this is set to 240p. So never actually done this before. Let's try this one. I don't know how to select it. Let's try 480i. It looks better, but we're still getting, try to show you guys. Sorry, this is really flickering. A little bit of artifacting. God, is this gonna focus? I get close to it, the flickering just gets really bad, but still a little bit of artifacting. I'm not exactly, I don't know how, it won't let me choose these options. I'm not sure why that is. Because yeah, these are, lets me choose these. Who knows? Because I think this one at the bottom here is the one that I would want, but it's not letting me choose it. Very strange. Let's go to the test patterns. It looks like, I guess this doesn't even give us an option to, I've never messed with this in this resolution before. It doesn't even give us the option to choose the console, but geometry is okay. It's not great. It's definitely a little bowed at the bottom, and some of these squares right here are a little squished inwards slightly. Like you can see they're not, these squares in the center are very uniform, and then these ones out here are a little scrunched together. Probably wouldn't be too noticeable in gameplay, and it looks like it's just on the right side, where the left side they look definitely better. Let's see, what other ones should we do? Let's look at our convergence. Not terrible. You can see this corner here is the worst for sure. Definitely some blue and red separation there. But again, the center looks really good. Like if we going close in these squares, they're looking very white. It's really not focusing on this TV. Looking very white. And that corner's pretty good too. It looks worse on video than it does in person. Definitely far from perfect, which is to be expected with a flat screen CRT like this. Looking at our Artemio again, it looks like a lot of the artifacting is going away. So I think it's just a capacitor thing. It probably just needs to run for a bit. It's probably our main issue. I'm not sure why this won't let me run it 480p. Let's go to the Wii menu again, if we can. Try to change the resolution again. I mean, we should be in 480p. It definitely has a good image, though. So we got our 4:3 display, which is correct. 480p, and we can adjust the screen position, which we're good there. Yeah, so we're good. We're definitely, the Wii settings are correct for sure for this TV. One thing I do notice is that we are like missing, it's like the screen's not all the way full down at the bottom here. I didn't notice that in the test suite, but maybe I just missed it. This is a very cool TV though, for sure. You see the test suite fills way more of the screen. It's a little bit missing there, but it's not, that's not really the end of the world. So yeah, 240p, we're getting a lot of artifacting. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see. But if you look really close, you can't even really see it in the video. It's like you have to really get up close to it. But when I do that, oh, there you go. See how his eyebrows are kind of moving around? They're not supposed to be doing that, obviously. But if you switch to 480i, it definitely helps a lot. Try to switch to 480p again. No, it's not letting me do that. Let's try to exit. Maybe you have to enable it. Oh, enable 480p modes. You guys can't see anything, it's so blurry. So in the settings here, I just found this. Enable 480p on. So then now, should we be able to switch? Yes. I'm not sure which one we'd want to do. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, we still are getting artifacts, though. You guys can see we're getting around his eyebrows and eyes. You definitely can see them more noticeably for whatever reason. Let's try the other setting. Okay, yes, that's the 1-to-1 ratio, so that's going to be super small. So, yeah, very interesting. Let's see if we can get into the menus on this TV. We might need the remote. Okay, no, we don't. That's a very advanced-looking menu for a TV. Oh, you know, the picture is all the way up. That's probably a big part of our issue. So let's try to adjust that if we can. It's probably going to be awkward to navigate this with the controls here, but we're going to try. Pictures, yes, that's super dark, but I just want to see. Let's go back. Still have artifacting. Seems like we just change the, I don't want the picture to be on that vibrant or vivid mode. Let's just change it to the standard. And then we will mess with this a little more. You probably wouldn't want it any lower than this. This TV is really flickering for some reason. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know why it's it's very noticeable on camera on this one for whatever reason. So yeah, that's probably where we'd want that. Trying to see how to get to these other, okay, audio. We're actually in mono sound. Wonder if there's if I can just factory reset these settings, just keep going. So channels, there's a sleep timer built in. You guys can't see anything. A parental lock, and here's the setup for English and everything like that. So yeah, not a crazy amount of options, but definitely a nice menu nonetheless. Oh, there's also another adjustments menu I see hidden at the bottom there. See what that is. See what the other adjustments are. What is normal? Oh, that's just goes to the defaults. Color temperature. Okay, so it just gives you, okay, VM's off, that's good. Oh, aspect, so there's probably a 16:9 aspect ratio you can choose. It's not gonna let us choose it probably because this is a 4:3 image. It's a nice feature. Yeah, so a pretty nice menu system here. Very easy to use. So I'm gonna close out of here. I'm gonna let this run for a bit and see, like, I feel like it is getting better. Now we're at 480p, obviously. But what this TV is really made for, other than 480p, is the 720p and 1080i. And to do those, we will need another console. The Wii does not go any higher than 480p. So I'm trying to think. Maybe a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360 would be good for that. I'm going to get something else and we'll try it out. Really quick here on the, I was just looking at the scrolling test. It looks very uniform throughout the whole screen, except for this first little bit here, which is to explain, that's just definitely because of those squares being a little scrunched in on the grid test. You can see it kind of like, looks like it's like warping in. You can see the tree on the top of the trees there when they come in. So, I mean, may get better with use, may not. It's probably going to need, this TV would definitely probably need some pretty heavy adjustments to get it to look perfect. But if you're not super picky, you may not notice that at all. So again, I'm going to look for a system that supports the full resolutions of this TV. Just went and grabbed the first 360 I could find. Thankfully, my multi-out cable does have a thing for the 360, although the connector is a little cracked, but hopefully it will still work. And hopefully this isn't red ringed. Found this one, but I don't have a power cord for this one at the moment. Okay. The speakers are fantastic on this TV. Really, really good. Okay, that looks way better than the Wii, for sure. Not sure what resolution this is at. or anything like that. But this, I don't see any artifacts at all here. God damn it, my controller's dead. Hang on. It's got batteries, and yeah, I'm just looking at this home screen here. This looks a heck of a lot better than the Wii, for sure. I'm assuming this is 1080i, but there's only one way to find out. Actually, you have to go into content. It always confuses me. Display, yes, 1080i, widescreen. We don't want widescreen. So let's try 720p just to make sure that works. Black screen, why is that? Does this not do 720p? It said it did online. Oh, there we go. Just took a while to switch. Oh no, it went back to 1080i. So this must not do 720p. Let's try it one more time. No. That sucks. Yeah, because the spec sheet online did show 720p. That's the one thing with these HD CRTs. It's pretty rare to find them that do support 720p. So like you wouldn't be able to use like the Nintendo Switch on this, for example. Not sure how to go to 4:3. I'm gonna look up how to switch the Xbox 360 off a widescreen. I don't know why I can't figure it out. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I don't see any. It would have to be here because this is where it's showing the widescreen. So I'll be back. So I just looked it up. It looks like, yeah, you hit the screen format just like I suspected. So you must not be able to do 4:3 1080i on the 360. I never knew that. But yeah, this looks really good. You can see the text here, super sharp, super crisp, and has no artifacting. So it must just be 480p that this has some artifacting. It's a shame it doesn't do 720p. We could try to put a game in here. I don't know if the system reads games, but we can try. I know this disc is good. Come here. It's just a random 360 from the back room. It's actually an arcade model with the white disc tray. Surprised it booted up, but normally I have more issues with the disc readers on these than the system booting up. Okay, it does read games. Yeah, the speakers are insane, wow. And this looks really good. So, turn it down here. But as you can see, and even the fine details, like in this bejewel, there's zero artifacting. So it must just be an issue with 480p on this model, or this particular TV just has an issue. I don't have the test suite on here or anything like that, so we can't really go on any further as far as that goes. But what do I think about this TV, you may be asking? I think it's pretty cool. This isn't really something that I would be crazy interested in unless it had like a perfect image, but this one does not. And it has some minor condition issues, which aren't terrible. But, well, now that I'm seeing this screen, I don't know, that looks pretty damn good. So, at least in my case, I would not recommend 480p, definitely not 480i on this TV. At least this particular one that I have. 1080i, though, looks really good. I'm not sure about input lag or anything like that. I know for sure you won't be able to use a zapper on this. But, yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm not going to make a profile here, but anyway, that's basically the video, guys. This TV is it looks really good. If you're into 1080i, like 360 PS3, this looks pretty kick-ass, I will say. Definitely a fan of it. It is in the widescreen. Actually, let's see if that widescreen option opened up to us. Maybe it has now, because we're actually in widescreen. Oh, shoot. And it's very nice that this TV does have all the buttons that you need to navigate the menus, even if it can be a little strange. I think it was in this menu. Yeah, so yeah, see now it's showing 16:9 aspect ratio. And we can actually change that to 4:3. Okay. So let's see how that looks. Let's go to the home menu. Xbox Home. But I'm assuming this is just smushing everything down. Yes, it definitely is. Which I guess it would have to. As you can see, the Xbox logo is no longer a circle. It's more of an egg shape. So that just shows you that it's squishing it down. Circles are definitely a good thing to look at when looking for that. But beyond everything being scrunched down, yeah, this looks perfect. Again, no artifacting on 1080i. See, there's some fine text here. It looks very good. So yeah, again, that's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching. I will be selling this TV. I don't have the room. And like I said, it's not perfect, so I think I should probably just get rid of it. Although it is very cool, and I probably will never get one again, but that's okay. Can't have everything, right? So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. And good luck out there looking for CRTs. And yeah, I just hope you guys find something cool soon. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more TVs. Bye, guys.